Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's Take 10 with Zen, where in 10 minutes or less, we cover subject matter that has to do with connecting to the spirit world, understanding ourselves more deeply, and where I answer questions for my subscribers. So this week's subject is from Dijona. Thank you so much for asking the question. And it is love real? What a great question. At first, it's like, well, yeah, love is real. But then I began to think, and spirit was like, well, the color yellow. Think about the color yellow. You think that we all see the color yellow the same, but how do we know for sure? Do we really all see color the same? Well, I mean, we have people who are colorblind, people who don't see color at all. So do we really see everything the same? Or like feelings of temperature. You know, the human side of us wants to come up with different names to describe it, to define it. You know, warm, cold, boiling hot, uncomfortable, freezing, brrr. But we all know how humans can battle over the thermostat in their house, turning it up and turning it down, because maybe we all feel temperature differently too. What our human side has defined as love is actually energy. And each of us can experience and perceive this energy differently through our heart, through our mind, through all our senses, through our bodies, through our spirit, through our soul. And everything at its core is made of this energy. It just vibrates differently, which makes it appear and experienced differently because of that. You know, it's like a thermometer. You know, we have the high temperature, which is the highest unconditional love energy that we experience the thermometer at, and the low colder, temperature on the energy scale, which is actually that which is attached to the fears of losing conditional love, fears of failure, fears of rejection. And, we are all taught when we're younger that the emotional observation of the vibration of this energy, we call it feelings, right? And then we're also told that these feelings that we observe, usually the higher vibrational work said, that's love. So we all have this different way of perceiving and defining what love is, and we've learned to trust that everyone else is defining it correctly. We first experience the unconditional love as the spirit and the soul that we are, and we may even still feel it when we're within the womb. But we eventually veil ourselves from that higher vibrational love as we move more fully into the human experience. After all, we come here to experience the lower temperatures of love energy on purpose, to contrast it against the higher temps of who we really are. We experience it through our hearts as an emotional energy, as anger, jealousy, sadness, depression, betrayal, all those on the cooler side, and then on the warmer side as attraction, passion, care, attachment, bonding. And then we experience this energy mentally as stress and confusion on the lower side, and peace, calm, and mental clarity on the higher end. Then we experience love through our bodies as solids and liquids and gases and air and wood and metal and rock and all these perceived actions and non-actions that are going on in the outside world. And we see those through our five senses, and we experience those through our bodily sensations. The higher vibration can be experienced as energy work, like Reiki, Qigong, and other modalities. And lastly, We witness this love in the ethereal and the spirit world as detachment and duality, experiencing what it might feel like to pretend to be independent from the all, from the unity of who we really are, the great sea, right? We all are leaves on the mighty tree. We're all drops in the mighty ocean. But when we experience it on the lower vibrational energies, we feel that aloneness. But we can also experience the higher unconditional love in this realm by piercing through the veil and feeling that unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude of back home. When we see that everything is on the spectrum of love, we realize that every moment is a choice between two levels of vibration, either the unconditional love of the higher realm or the fear of losing conditional love in the lower end of the vibration. And neither is right, neither is wrong. We just realize each moment is a different experience, and each of them bring us a different side of the experience. As we mentioned above, we experience it all differently through our mind, our hearts, our bodies, our energy that we are experiencing, and just noticing the different vibration that's out there. One feels expansive, the other feels restrictive. One feels limitless, one feels limited. One feels powerful, and one feels powerless. But neither is right, neither is wrong. So is love real? Well, this thing called love exists. It's all that there really is. Because love, the vibration that we feel, this essence that is rooted in Creator, that is the answer to every question. So hopefully that helps. That's what you were looking for. And if anyone has any questions on this or has any ideas for future episodes, just comment down below. Or if you don't feel comfortable putting it out there, you can also email me at bruddaZen@gmail.com. So thank you guys again for all your interest in hearing from Spirit, seeking Spirit, understanding yourselves, and I really appreciate all of your love and support. And know that as you are going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until we talk again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.